fight total time. The suffering from you know that I prefer. Ooh, as good as it sounds. Here I'm just fine. It's from do 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 do. The lyrics of love. This is the only way home. Lyrics of love. Oh God. Oh shit, I'm actually live. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize I went live yet. Hi guys. What's the news? What's the news? I can't say it like right away. God, come on. I gotta let people get in. Also, I did my makeup and it was like successful this time. I'm happy with it. Also, the ears with the hair, I'm so happy with how it came out with the front half matching the inside of the ears and then the back kind of matches. I love it. I love them. They're so perfect. Also, hello Carlisle, hello Aaron, hello Bonneberry, hello Ryu, hello Jaden, and thank you. Sorry, you guys heard me slurp. I have done my makeup 3 separate times today because I have been fighting with this. Oh, wait a second. I need to show. Where's my on-screen chat? There it is. Oh god, now I gotta fight with the sizing of it. That's right. Uno momento. I usually do this all before I go live. Come on, come on. Where's the thing? Nope. Don't mind me. I need smaller. I need smaller, but not that much smaller. Ugh, fuck. Oh, hang on, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Sorry. Boyfriend needed me. My bad. I even told him, I was like, you got great timing. You call the second I go live. And then you guys have watched me, like, play with the chat, and it's still all weird. You're so jealous with the makeup, the hair, the ears. Oh, stop. You'll get there. It's, like I said, I had to do this 3 different times today because it just would not turn out right. I had to give up on liquid eyeliner. This is eyeshadow I used as eyeliner. It's also, like, sure, it looks good, but it also depends on the lighting, how good it looks. Like, I could change the lighting and it, I don't know, okay, I did a half decent job this time. Okay, I'll take that compliment. I gotta sit so far over. Okay, yeah, shooting the shit, really. I mean, I might have news. Maybe I might have news. Has anybody here heard of Gabriel Brown or Black Griffin? Just out of curiosity, no reason in particular. Oh yeah, see how my neck and my face are the same color, Lily? Like see that? Same color. I'm wearing foundation right now. I'm wearing foundation and concealer and contour and blush, and you can still see that my neck and my face are the same fucking color. Dumbass. Anyway. Um Wait, do we want to get into the juicy bits right now, or do we want to wait? I don't know. Clickbait? Baby clickbait? No, I'm joking. I'm joking, not clickbait. Um, Never heard of him. Oh, good. Okay, to be fair, I'm pretty sure he's only popular in the My Little Pony sphere. What color's the lipstick? It's just a lip liner and then chapstick over top of it, and I can't even remember what color lip liner is. I don't know, I found it. I found it in my makeup, and I went, how old is this? I don't know, I'm going to use it anyway. This microphone gets in the way of my coffee. Spill the tea. I mean, it's tea somebody else brought to my attention, because literally somebody was just like, hey, do you want to make a video on this? Because it should be done. And I was like, I mean, yeah. Um, so Blake Griffin was not another MLP creeper, right? Oh my God, it's so annoying. Like, this is why I tweeted this the other day. I was like, I liked My Little Pony Friendship is Magic as much as the next guy, but can you pony fuckers stop, like, being pedophiles for 5 fucking minutes, please? Um, and so this guy, no, sorry, Gabriel Brown, not Blake. Don't name wrong people's, Courtney. His screen name is Black Griffin. He was in the My Little Pony sphere, was at a bunch of the cons, and did like some like voice acting on the show. Like, if I doubt most of my fucking fans haven't seen the show, but there's an episode where there is a kind of a one-off character. Hang on, I'm trying to find a link here. That's why I'm not really looking at the camera. There's an episode where this one-off Griffin character who is like really wants to be friends with the Cutie Mark Crusaders, which, if you don't know, that's the like canonically child ponies in the story. Um, and like wants to be like a pony and wants to have a cutie mark and blah blah blah. Anyway, this character is like based off of this dude, and like I think maybe voiced by him. Anyway, the reason why I bring him up is because, like, the character really got close to Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom, and this fucking idiot Gabe. I don't even care. Like, honestly, like, words. This is gonna be so great for me to do a fucking video on, especially if I can get my language right. What I'm about to say is in legal standards alleged, but I don't give a flying fuck about all that. I'm trying to find the goddamn Google document. No, that's not it. Where's the damn Google? Oh, I put it in my own server. What am I doing here? So I'm not gonna be like, oh, covering my ass with allegedly and all this shit. No, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just gonna say what I seen on in black and white and talk about my opinions on it. So this dude fucking hello, Vittoria. Is it powder or liquid? It's liquid. Thank you. So this fucking guy, Gabriel Brown, aka Black Griffin, um, when he was 25, like I'm trying to figure out like how to ease into this, but fuck it, I'm just gonna rip off the band-aid. When he was 25, he was contacted by Apple Bloom's voice actress's mother. Okay. And she said, listen, I think you should work with my kid for some fucking reason. She's like, I think you should work with my daughter. You should come live with us in Canada and rent a room from us and live with us and work with my daughter and I'll like totally supervise it. Which first of all is really fucking weird. Okay, like if you have a 13-year-old daughter, why are you moving some 25-year-old man that you don't know into your house and then allowing him around your 13-year-old daughter unsupervised? Why are you moving him in to fucking begin with? Why are you contacting him? Why are you having one of your employees fucking live with you? Like, there's so many fucking red flags there alone. Anyway, so Monique is the mother's name of Michelle, who is the voice actress, but like I'm not gonna be dropping her name very much, if anything, after this because um Gabriel's wife, who how they met is gonna come up when I talk about this, and as I'm just kind of going over the band-aid ripping right now, because I can't keep my mouth shut. And Apple Bloom's voice actress, they're both very adamant that they're not victims. And far be it from me to subscribe victimhood to or prescribe victimhood to anybody against their will. Um, so I'm not going to sit here and call these girls victims if they don't want to be victims or consider themselves victims. That's fine. I am absolutely going to call Gabriel's grooming what the fuck it is. Okay. There doesn't necessarily have to be a victim for grooming tactics to be grooming tactics. Um, which sounds really dicey. I know it's I'm not even trying going for legal jargon here. I don't want me saying something about Gabriel Brown's actions to lead to harassment to the two girls who may or may not be victims of his, right? Like it's just not a line I want to cross. That's why I'm being kind of fucking weird about this now. Um so I'm not gonna harp on the two of them or their names so that nobody goes and harasses them going forward. Case in point, but not case in point. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. So he moves in with so this girl's mother, who again I have major fucking questions for because you were an adult in the situation. This girl's mother, Monique, moves him in when he's 25 and her daughter is 13 years old, and then goes, "Oh, we should absolutely like you two should work together," and it's fucking weird, first of all, that you even do that. And even like the girl has like even said herself in her defense of this dude that it was her mother that reached out to him way back when he was like 25, and like why the fuck are you reaching out to a random 25-year-old to come live with in the house with your daughter? That's fucking weird, and I'm not gonna harp on that, or I'm not gonna stop harping on that. And like it's also been said claimed by multiple parties, so it's been confirmed that her mother Monique was the one who basically set up most of the videos and was there for most of the videos and like controlled the social media because she was 13 years old, and she was like, well, my mom basically okayed all of the interactions we had, which doesn't fucking make it okay. All right, like just because your mom like and I'm being extreme in this example here, but just because somebody's mom sells their daughter for sex doesn't make it not okay. Like it doesn't suddenly make it an okay thing. Parents okay abusive shit all the time, especially in terms of like an industry where they get a leg up. Look at Jeanette McCurdy's mom. Like Jeanette McCurdy basically went to her mom at some point and like her mom knew that she was getting fucking like groped by these grown-ass men and basically let it happen and put her in the position for it to happen. So you saying my mom okayed it doesn't really make it any better. Not anybody saying, well, her parents okayed it doesn't make it any better. It just makes me question the parents. Like, why the fuck would you okay that? Why was this guy in your house to begin with? He's an American, first of all, so you flew him across. Not necessarily they flew him, because I'm not gonna accuse them of that, but, you know, you reach out to him and say, hey, you should come work with my daughter, and then, like, oh, I'll also rent a room in my house. Like, that's absolutely fucking weird. That literally sounds like a To Catch a Predator sting. And like he starts referring to himself as like her adoptive older brother, but then at the same time gets like weirdly flirty and like half sexual with her on Twitter and shit. And people argue that it's not flirty, it's just a joke. And like, I'm sorry, but if you're trying to pull the fucking Nelly, I'm just kidding like Jason, unless you gonna do it. Like, fuck off. It's only a joke because somebody called you out on it. If nobody called you out on it, it wouldn't have been a joke. Like, if you didn't get a no, if you got a yes, then you would have been dead fucking serious. So, like, stop it. This guy, after moving in with this random woman and her 13-year-old daughter, goes on to, when he's, like, in his 30s, that he's in his 30s now, but it was a couple years ago, went on to marry this girl, this 13-year-old girl's best friend. And I'm sorry, if you want to try and claim that that didn't happen through grooming, you're absolutely fucking delusional. Because first of all, why are you calling children your friends? Okay? If you're 25 and they're 14 or 13, why the fuck are you calling them your friends? You're not friends with a 14-year-old when you're 25. Okay? I've got 14-year-olds in my server. They're not my fucking friends. You know why? Because I'm an adult. And the second I have this sort of tone in my voice, that's going to impose authority and potentially scare that kid into doing exactly what I want. And that's why you don't get to be friends with a fucking child as an adult. So you're going to sit there and be like, no, we're friends. I'm like an adoptive brother. Okay, Woody Allen raised his wife's fucking daughter for like 20 years and then he married her. Again, that doesn't fucking make what you did okay. That doesn't make what you did not fucking grooming. And then if anybody wants to use the caveat, because Gabe is trying to use the defense. Sorry, Gabe hasn't said anything. Gabe has kept his mouth shut and has since sent cease and desist and slap lawsuits to the girl who initially spearheaded this by coming out and saying that Gabriel sent her a dick pic when she was 13. And then, so, like, and the fucking, how even that happens ridiculous. So this girl's talking to her friends, okay, and she's trying to process this shit that happened to her years ago. So she's not 13 now. So it happened, let me check the date here on the document. This was... Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm trying to find a date here so I don't misquote anything. I don't think there's a date on here. There's got to be a date on here. So we shared so this girl shared her story on Twitter like a year ago using the Brony fan don't, asking to remain anonymous. And apparently according to her, this happened 12 years ago. So around 12 years ago or so when she was on Twitter and she was 13 years old and wasn't supposed to be on Twitter, first of all. She's somewhat in the pony fandom and Gabriel ends up tweeting her and then messaging her and then getting flirty with her and then according to her, and I fully fucking believe her because she's got no goddamn reason to lie about this, sent her a dick pic. And she got so scared at 13, probably encountering the first penis she's ever seen in her life, deleted the entire account off Twitter because she didn't know what else to do because she wasn't even supposed to have Twitter. So yeah, at 13 years old, you're not going to go to your parents and be like, hey, so I broke the rules that you set for me, but then something bad happened. Like, no kid does that. So she got scared, deleted everything because she didn't want that to happen anymore. Fucking shelved the memories, and then 12 years later, she's trying to process it and did it anonymously. And I'm not going to say her name, even though her name is out there, because she doesn't need to be harassed any more than she fucking has. She did it anonymously, And people started speculating that it was a fake fucking story until someone figured out her identity and then went and said, I'm going to fucking out you whether you like it or not because I want to make a YouTube video. And so this girl basically had to come forward with her fucking name and has been like nothing but harassed ever since. And that's like absolutely fucking disgusting. And this is like the kind of shit that I talk about when I sit here and I rant and I fucking rave about people like Psy, because like the way some people act about these kind of fucking situations really fucking matters, okay? That poor girl was just starting to process what could be the biggest trauma of her life. We don't fucking know, but it's some very severe fucking trauma to have some random guy, especially one you might look up to who's older than you, and you're supposed to be able to trust adults because that's what everyone's telling you around you, exposes his fucking private parts to you. And you don't know how to process that as a 13-year-old. That's fucking scary. And she finally gets to a place in her life and in her mind where she can process that. And the internet comes and fucking, one, accuses her of not being a real person. And then two, someone basically blackmails her for her fucking identity. And like, I'm sorry, we wonder why more people don't come forward? Because this is how they get fucking treated. Like, I'm not even gonna fucking say her name now because some of these fucking assholes will go right back after her again just because I have no fucking problem being fucking loud. It's absolutely disgusting. She should not have had to come forward if she did not want to come forward. She should have not had to expose her name if she did not want to expose her name. Now she's gonna have people following her for fucking ever, trying to mock the fact that she was fucking abused, that she was fucking targeted by a predator. The people accusing her of lying for clout. I'm sorry, if you're gonna lie for fucking clout, you're gonna go for a much more famous dick than Gabriel fucking Brown, considering every time I've brought him up, and even when he was brought up to me, the response is, who? Fucking whomst? Who are we talking about? Oh, another pony pedophile. Okay, yeah, no. You don't get clout from that. You don't get fucking good attention from that. You don't get fucking money from that. So she's got nothing to gain and everything to lose. Case in point, she got harassed into exposing herself to some vile fucking people. Not some of the most vile fucking people. At the end of the day, they don't get off their fucking asses to get out of their rooms or off the internet, but they're still fucking vile. And just because I can sit here and take it, just because I don't give a shit, because I spent years processing my shit before I came to the internet with it, doesn't mean it affects everybody the same way. It doesn't mean you're not being detrimental to somebody's fucking healing because you want some lols on the internet because some fucking dumbass who voiced a fucking annoying ass griffin on a stupid ass pony show probably shares the same proclivities as you. I'm sorry, if you defend somebody who marries someone the second they turn 18 to 20 years old, you got fucking issues, bruh. And like, this isn't the only time I'm gonna be talking about this. I'm making a whole ass video on it. Fucking, I shared my joke thumbnail to Twitter. I'll bring it up because it's funny. But like, ugh, I gotta sign in again? I should already be signed in. Thank you. And like, so like, you move in with this woman, random woman you don't know, and a 13-year-old at 25 years old, and then you marry her best friend when you're in your 30s and she's 20, and like, you save to people on the internet who are like, bro, that's kind of weird. You're like, we didn't do anything until she was 18. Wait, what? You didn't do anything until she was 18? So, you talked about it. So it came up. So it was mentioned. Because obviously, if you're going to be like, well, we didn't do anything until she turned 18, you waited until she turned at least 18. You sat on the sidelines of a child's life that you did not know and waited until her shelf life reached the point where you could pop the top. You disgusting fucking piece of shit. You absolute fucking chode. Why did my chat fucking... My chat just fucking. It is groomer shit. That's the fucking problem. Is it absolutely is groomer shit. And I'm sorry, but his now wife doesn't have to identify as a victim of grooming for me to sit here and go, dude, what you did was grooming. Okay, I'm sorry. You targeted a fucking individual, one who claims to have an abusive fucking family in her own past. So you targeted a at-risk fucking vulnerable individual after seeding your fucking roots by fucking targeting and manipulating her friend and her friend's family so that you had the cover of, no, he's a good guy, man. He lives in our house. You know, he's fine with our daughter. Yeah, I'm sure he was fine with your daughter. I'm sure there were many times when you decided it was safe to leave him with her that they fucking practiced shit when you weren't around, and I bet she wasn't 18. And yeah, dude, that's an accusation with no fucking backing, but I don't care. I'd put money on it. I ain't saying alleged. I don't give a shit about alleged. Sue me, you stupid prick. Sue me, you ballless bitch. You groomed your fucking child bride. You Woody Allen'd your fucking wife. That's nasty. You are nasty. And you know why? You know why you had to pick someone who was freshly 20? Because bitches your age won't fall for your shit. Bitches your age will call you out on your abusive, controlling, manipulative tendencies and throw you to the fucking curb where you fucking belong. So you got to manipulate an 18 to 20-year-old who has no life experience, who has no relationship experience, who doesn't know how to say no and doesn't know how to set clear boundaries. Who has consent that you can easily violate because they don't have confidence in their character yet, which comes from dealing with assholes like you, unfortunately. Who is this? This is Gabriel Brown, aka Black Griffin, who is yet another pony fucker who's a fucking pedophile. Just, yeah, no, fuck you, you're a pedophile. You sent your dick to a 13-year-old, you moved in with a 13-year-old, and then you targeted her fucking 13-year-old friend. And then you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, my parents have a 10-year-old age gap and it's fine. Cool. One of your parents was probably also groomed. I'm sorry, grooming runs in the family, so it's okay. Bruh, that's like me saying incest runs in my family, so it's okay. Are you fucking kidding me? What kind of drugs are you smoking? It's not weed, because American weed ain't that good. Fucking chode. Yes, I'm fired up and I'm pissed off. And like Monday, I start working on the video. So I won't be able to stream for a little bit. Where's my own profile? Oh, I switched my browser and now everything's out of dark mode and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm gonna show you guys a thing here. Is that one? Yeah. Do 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 do. Is it that? No, it's not that. It's that. No, why is it so big? Why is it so big? You weren't supposed to be that big, Jesus. There you go. That's my little that's my little joke fucking thumbnail I made. Just like, dude, like the more I learned about this guy, it's like, dude, have a fucking seat, why don't you? Just have a fucking seat. I'm gonna drop the Google Doc, fuck, because I mean, I don't gatekeep information here. So I didn't make the Google Doc. Somebody else made the Google Doc. I'm not entirely sure who, right off the top of my head. I could find out. It's a very well-written Google Doc. It is like 200 pages, admittedly, but it is sectioned. There is a table of contents, and it's actually a really easy read. I mean, the subject matter is not an easy read, but the writing flows like really well. It doesn't feel like you're reading 200 pages, and you don't have to like read the whole thing in one go. But I'm gonna post the Google Doc. That's the Google Doc if anybody wants to take a look. I'm gonna be using no, wait a minute. I think this guy got upset that a teenager said bronies were weird. He would be like, bitch, I'll sue, just a threat. Well, no, he has. That's the thing. He's been slapping lawsuits on people and like cease and desists left and right, to the point the girl who came out about him sending his chode to her when she was 13, she had to delete her posts for legal fucking reasons because he scared her that fucking bad. Um but you know, he won't go after Brony Fandon't, who is basically the one who's been like, bro, fuck you. You're a groomer. You're an ephebophile if you want to get fucking technical with it because you like the teens. Not most of them, just like a weird fucking amount of them. I mean, it's unfortunate because it's not like it's a My Little Pony thing so much as it's like the pedophiles are gonna go where the kids go. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was one of like the first communities that like kids really got into online. Like before that, I think there was, well, that's not true. It's not the, was Roblox before that? I mean, you had Minecraft and Roblox, but then like My Little Pony again, it's just like the pedophiles are gonna go where the kids go. And My Little Pony did become a very big like online community for kids alone, which unfortunately draws in more fucking predators. Like, you go on any site that's made for kids and say you're a 12-year-old girl, you will, within 10 minutes, you'll be asked to take your clothes off on camera by some doctor who's saying he's going to check you for cancer. I've done it. I've literally done it because I've watched videos about sites that are so horrible that it's that bad. And I'm like, no way. Like, it can't be that bad. The site's got to be down or something. I find out the site's not down. I'm like, wait a second, no way. And I've done it. I've had dudes be like, I'm a doctor and you need to send me photos of your vagina. And it's like, they're so bold and just fucking blatant with it. I hate it. Mid to late Gen Z, definitely. Yeah, I mean, when I got into My Little Pony, I was technically too old for it. I was like 14, 15, and like we viewed it as for kids younger, for like 7-year-olds, really. And then two of my best friends got into it, and then I started making fun of them, and then they forced me to watch the first episode, which was a two-parter, and then I got into it because I'm like, well, now I have to see the second half. Yeah, or Onision Rate Your Body, like, has he sued people before? No, well, he's threatened to sue. That's the thing. He's threatened to sue and he's put slap lawsuits on people, but like he's not actually going to sue because like, dude, what are you going to sue for? Defamation? Okay, first of all, you have to prove that like if you're trying to sue me for defamation because I said, dude, you groomed your fucking wife, you have to prove that I lied and knew that I was lying, like I intentionally lied. Because like, sorry, not sorry. My interpretation of watching what you did in order to get your wife to go from like acquaintance to friend to child bride is grooming. When I see the way you interacted with her when you were an adult and she was a child, it's grooming. When I see the evidence in front of me by your response, it's grooming. So like, what are you gonna do? Sue me for my opinion? Call my opinion a lie? Bitch, it's my opinion. My opinion is that you fucking groomed your wife. Oh, Zomboy. Hey, Courtney, you look gorgeous. Loki, come out with the makeup more seriously. This poor girl's my deepest sympathies. Humans are truly awful. Oh, well, thank you. Also, thank you for the $5. Um, but yeah, the 13, or the girl who got the dick pic sent to her, um, she got fucking harassed off the internet and shit. Never got into My Little Pony. I was forced to. And then I just kind of watched it of my own volition. And then it was just, I don't know, it turned into a comfort show for me for a little while because, I don't know, I had an abusive alcoholic ex-husband and My Little Pony had like digestible problems that were solved in 30 minutes and didn't have lasting effects on the world, unlike my problems, which were like all-encompassing, lasted my entire life and affected everything. It was my escapism. Are we talking about that one stinger man? That one singer man? Yeah, Gabriel Brown, we are. Black Griffin. And I'm gonna spell Griffin like a fucking ass. because I think I'm cool. Meanwhile, I look like a Wish.com Shane Dawson. Oh, while he was living with the 13-year-old, and yes, this is all proven too. Like, they did videos of this shit, okay? A lot of this is in the Google Doc as well. Like, I'm not just like spitting shit that is all alleged. The only thing that there's no solid proof of is like the dick pic, because yeah, a 13-year-old's not going to take a screenshot of a dick pic. That's just like, you scared her. Also, how ugly is your dick that it scared somebody for life? Like, you scarred someone for life with your dick. It must be ugly. Um, Tell me it looks weird and has a weird bend in it without telling me or something. I don't know. Fucking FNAF. Oh, I thought you were talking Dahiv, or what is it? Is it Davi Vanity? I thought it was like Dahiv or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it is Dahiv. That's why I'm tripping over it. I can speech. Well, yeah, Davi Vanity is... He was friends with Jeffree Star, okay? That kind of tells you all you need to know. But yeah, back to Wish.com Shane Dawson. And again, this is true. This has been proven. This is shit that they did and posted to the internet because I thought it was a good idea. They did minstrel shows. And again, according to the girl he was doing videos with at the time, her mother ran her YouTube account, right? So her mother filmed and edited and okayed and uploaded a minstrel show video with two white people, one being an adult, the other being her child. So that's great. Again, Monique, I've got so many fucking questions for you. And yeah, and Gabriel Brown, who, remember, moved in with this woman when he was 25, fully developed frontal fucking lobe. We ain't got no, I was young and naive and I didn't know better excuses from this fucking cocksucker. He put on blackface. Now, I'm not going to blame the 14-year-old girl because obviously her mother was telling her it was an okay thing to do. So I'm not going to blame her. I'm going to blame her fucking mother. They put on blackface. And again, I'm blaming Gabriel Brown for this. The 25 and up-year-old man put on fucking blackface and tried to be Shane Dawson with his Shaniqua and Shaquilla and fucking tried to hang out with Shane Dawson multiple times. I think he's recently trying to get back in with Shane Dawson. And like, we all know Shane Dawson grooms children and fucks cats. Oh, sorry, yeah, Anonymous. We're talking about Black Griffin or Gabriel Brown, who, yeah, groomed his wife because they're like, he met her when he was like 26 and she was like 14. And then when she was 18 to 20 years old, I think it was 20, he married her. And he'd waited till 20 so that when people go, dude, you waited till she was 18. No, I didn't wait. I waited till she was 20. She was 20. I waited till she was 20. The point is you waited, you absolute fucking creep. You're just literally on the sidelines of her life. Are you 18 yet, little girl? Like, what the fuck, man? And again, because bitches your age could see right through your shit. You could not pull tail your own age, so you had to manipulate a child into being the perfect child bride for you. Or her mom was okay with it. Okay, and? Monique obviously seems like a fucking willfully neglectful, if not just a fucking moron parent at like, take your pick. Willfully neglectful, maliciously intending, or moron. Like, fucking pick one of the three. Are girls his own age not good enough for him? No, see, Aaron Bowman, with people like this, especially men like this, but it's just people in general, people like this who have to target somebody younger than them for a relationship every time they get into a relationship, cough, Poppy, cough, Lily, cough, Blake, I can't even get the name right now. He's so forgettable. Gabriel, is because people their age see their worth as a partner for what it is, and it's fucking abusive, okay? These kind of people, again, Poppy, Lily, fucking Gabriel, are abusive partners. And people their age have the experience, the confidence, the boundary setting ability, and the tools to be like, I'm not taking your abuse, go fucking lick the curb, you absolute swine. So he can't get bitches. Well, maybe he can get bitches his own age. I don't know. Again, he looks like a fucking Wish.com Shane Dawson. He's like the most generic looking white dude I've ever seen. He literally looks like every other white guy in existence. Um, but he can't pull bitches his own age or keep them because they see through his shit. He can't manipulate the fuck out of them and be the giant little man turd baby with his little fucking ugly chode that he wants to be. He actually has to be like a man and a partner to someone his own age. Whereas the 18 to 20-year-old who spent literally her entire fucking pubescent years around this fucking man doesn't have the experience to A, know that it's abusive, or B, know what to do with it. Not to mention, she's cut contact with her parents, so even if she did realize it was abusive, where is she gonna fucking go? He moved up to Vancouver from fucking the States, and then married this bitch, and then moved her to Arizona. I hope he doesn't. Oh, okay. And then, so that's the other thing too, is he is currently doing voice acting work he was currently doing voice acting works for two games. One game with the developer of Poppy Playtime, and one with an indie developer, I think it is. They're doing a game called Billy Bust Up. And it's supposed to be like an LGBTQ game, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The only reason why that matters is because they're trying to use that as a shield. And the Poppy Playtime developer dropped him into like completely. As soon as this shit came out, they did an investigation and they like permanently shelved the project he was working on. It was like completed, ready to go and be released. They did an internal investigation and went, yeah, no, absolutely the fuck not. Billy Bust Up, on the other hand, basically defended him and said, no, you guys are all just 4chaners and fucking weird and nobody needs to listen to you. And like, the girl with the dick pic lied because like, she lied. And like, you couldn't even send pictures on Twitter in those years. And like, just the most lame ass fucking excuses I've ever heard in my life. Not to mention, the Billy Bust Up people, they've refused to fucking drop him. They've refused to fucking stop working with him. They're still full steaming ahead with their game and losing so much support. Fucking, it also turns out that they had a dude in their Patreons, a dude in their Discord server, the Billy Bust Up Discord server, who was a full-grown man making sexual advances on underage people in the server, and when someone complained to one of the mods about it, they basically ignored it and didn't do anything because this man was a high-paying Patreon member, and then he went on to get fucking arrested and charged with multiple child sexual exploitation and child sexual abuse crimes. So, like, the Billy Bust Up fucking developers basically rented out kids for this dude to fucking sexually exploit on the internet. And, you know, if you want to sit there and fucking tell, oh, well, that's going a little too far, Courtney, I'm sorry. If someone walks up to Jeffrey Epstein on his island and says, Jeffrey, fucking Bill Clinton's up there in the penthouse fucking a 12-year-old, what's going on? And Jeffrey Epstein says to you, shut the fuck up, man, he gave me $60,000. Plus, do you have any idea what kind of perks I'm getting from this? Is Jeffrey Epstein not selling the child to Bill Clinton? So yeah, if a kid comes to you and goes, hey, this guy's making sexual advances at me, I'm a child and he's an adult, and your mods go, shut the fuck up, he pays us money. You basically just said, shut the fuck up, kid, he paid money to do this to you. And so yeah, I would expect those kind of people to defend a child groomer. Like, I would expect exactly that from them. So the fact that they went on to defend Gabriel Brown is just all too fucking perfect because, well, yeah, you basically rented out kids to pedophiles. I don't expect you to think badly of a child groomer. Can people not do the most deplorable things for 5 minutes? Right? Calling the victim a 4chaner for speaking out. It's the most ironically the most is ironically the most 4chan thing I've ever heard, right? I mean, like, I don't know. I guess because everyone involved is cis, they couldn't cry Kiwi Farms, and then they tried to say that other people are just like homophobes because Billy Bust Up's supposed to be an LGBTQIA plus game, and it's like, all right, that's cool. A gay pedophile's still a pedophile. Who fucking cares? What? How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Like, not to mention the fucking the 13 the girl who got the dick pic sent to her when she was 13 is a fucking lesbian. So like literally, how can she be homophobic? Her bitch is gay. I've been waiting for Billy Bust Up since I was 13. Yeah, a lot of people are so fucking upset. But honestly, it's better that it comes out now before they make any fucking money, to be quite honest. It's better that it comes out now that they harbor child predators in their midst for like the small fee of their top tier Patreon. Pay us enough money and you can abuse kids in our server, we'll turn a blind eye to it. I'm sure that's not in the fine print, but clearly it's the practice. When did this happen? How did this happen? Where did this come from? Can people learn to not to abuse others? Is it that fucking hard, right? Um, oh, you said Tempotronica. What? What did I miss in my own chat? Poppy Playtime was a shit game anyway. No. The Poppy Playtime people absolutely dropped him. They dropped Gabriel Brown like the hot fucking shit that he is. Like the steaming pile of diarrhea that fell out of the rectum that was his mother's womb. Literally, like and it kind of surprised me because like I've seen a lot of I've heard of a lot of bad characters attached to the Poppy Playtime name. But this is the first time I've heard that they did the right thing. They went and did an internal investigation. They didn't quite announce what they found, but they did an internal investigation and then announced, due to our internal investigation, we're no longer going to be working with him. We're just indefinitely shelving the project. We don't care that it's completely done. And like, bro, what did they find? What did they find? And the other part that's disgusting is when this girl comes out and says like, hey, this dude sent a dick pic to me when I was underage and he wasn't. There's so many people's response was just to immediately try to debunk that it was even possible. Well, they're like, you couldn't even send pictures on Twitter during those years, or like, fucking, what was the other thing? I just had it at the front of my head and I completely forgot. And it's just, the fact that somebody comes to you or you hear that somebody was abused and your first fucking, like, your knee-jerk reaction is to try and like prove that it didn't happen when you're not even related to either of the people involved. Like, that's such a disgusting mentality to fucking live with your entire life being on the internet. Like, someone says, hey, someone did a horrible thing to me, and you're like, is it even possible to post Twitter's pictures to Twitter between the years of this, that, and the other thing? You can't even just go, wow, that's really shitty. Whether or not you want to believe it, you can't just go, wow, that's really shitty. And it's so fucking gross. We were talking about, were you guys talking about Shane Dawson and his fucking partner having kids in chat? Yeah. Losing support might be the least of their worries. I don't know, unfortunately. So one excuse for his wife was, you guys are so sexist, women can marry older men if they want. Like, buddy, that's, oh yeah, like another one of the defenses they used is that like, well, Claire asked, um fuck, I'm not supposed to name the wife. Her name is out there, but like I'm not going to use it because I don't want to drive harassment. But one of the excuses that like people who have been defending him have used are like, it's like, well, his wife asked him out, she pursued him. It's like, well, yeah, of course she did. That's literally the result of the grooming. So that, you know, like that's like a fucking, that's like in the To Catch a Predator handbook. I don't know how many episodes of To Catch a Predator I've fucking seen where they're like, but she said she wanted it. She said she wanted me to come over. She suggested it. She sent me pictures. Like, no. Your job as the adult is to turn down the advances of a child. And when you're in your 30s, yeah, a 20-year-old should fucking be a child to you. Like, mm. And then with the other one too, when he was with the girl that he was like renting a room from her mother when she was 13 and up, fucking she even tried to say where like they even tried to, what was it? People were speculating that they were dating while she was still really young and like Gabriel was over the age of 25. And he would leave open-ended responses like no, but never say never kind of shit, like weird fucking vague open-ended responses because like he didn't want to put it in her head that she couldn't come after him because then he's got plausible deniability. Well, like, I didn't go after her. I didn't tell her to bounce on this dick crazy style. She just decided to bounce on it crazy style. No. No. You put the ideas in her head. And with the other one going like, oh no, I'm like her adopted brother. Okay, that literally changes nothing because first of all, no, you're fucking not. You weren't adopted at 25 by Monique. You were, she was your manager. So like, you hired Monique and then started living with your employee, which I'm pretty sure violates like God knows how many labor laws. Oh, hello, Max. We're talking about Gabriel Brown, aka Black Griffin, who's another fucking brony degenerate piece of shit. And like, I like My Little Pony as much as the next guy, but can you pony fuckers stop grooming kids for 5 fucking minutes? That makes it worse. Reading chat. 15-year-old nephews tried to flirt with me and I shut them down hard. Oh, your nephew's friend. I read that so wrong. Sorry. Hello, your 15-year-old nephew's friend. I tried to shut that down so hard and told my sister-in-law so she could tell his mom too. Yeah. And unfortunately, no people in their 30s who would absolutely date a 20-year-old. I know, like fucking. And see, here's the thing. Like, to be quite honest, I can sit here objectively and talk about this because I was 18 and got into a relationship with a 30-something-year-old, with a 36-year-old. Okay? I was 18 and I got into a relationship with a 36-year-old, and that turned into an almost 10-year marriage with an abusive alcoholic. Okay? So like I know a little bit about someone taking advantage of the fact that you don't know how to draw clear boundaries and you don't have the tools to recognize and, you know, handle abuse, especially if you do not have family to run to. Okay, I went from sleeping on the street to living with my 36-year-old boyfriend while I was 18, and it was maybe my second, third not even, no, it was my second relationship. Third. So yeah, I know literally for a fact that people like that target people so young, so much younger than them. And I say target because they're fucking predators and they do. They target people so much younger than them because the target has not had enough life experience to be able to say no, to draw a clear boundary, to recognize the abuse when, like before they're stuck in it, to deal with the abuse, to say no to the abuse, to stand up to the abuse, especially if the man's like 16 years of like 15 years older than you, like 10 to 15, whatever. I was dealing with a 15-year age gap. I mean, mind you, now I'm in a 16-year age gap relationship, but I was like 25 when I met him. It was different. I was the younger one and I was 25. It was completely fucking different than me being 18. Um, Also wasn't targeted by my boyfriend. We just met. Whereas, yeah, my ex-husband targeted me. I was homeless on the fucking street, and there were people who, like, every day this would fucking happen when I was panhandling. They would stop and give me money and maybe weed and maybe smokes. Speaking of, I should smoke some weed. And they would ask me questions mostly about where I was sleeping. And when I was in Montreal, I slept outside this one church, and then I panhandled basically kitty corner across the street from it. And I had people like every fucking day for like this was 2 or 3 weeks this happened. People would stop and talk and be like, "Oh yeah, so where do you sleep at night?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, I fucking sleep up there with a bunch of other people. Like we have a group and whatever. The church lets us hang out until 6 in the morning, and then they wake us up and like we gotta leave, and it's cool. Like it's fine, whatever." And then people would be like, "Oh, you sleep? Oh fuck, I don't want to. I don't want to name the guy. Fuck." You know, we had our issues, but I'm not gonna name the guy. I gotta hang on. I gotta think of a unrelated nickname. Ben. Fuck it. We'll call him Ben. So it's like, oh, you sleep in Ben's spot. Like, who the fuck is Ben? Oh, Ben. Ben used to run shit back in the day, man. Back when he was homeless, down like when he was in his homeless years, not that long ago. I think it was like 3 years ago or something. Like, yeah, he stopped when his kid was born, and yeah, he used to run shit, and that was his spot, man. That's cool. That's cool. You sleep in Ben's spot. And I'm like, okay. Cool. Like he's not here now, so like what do you want? This was always a weird fucking thing that happened to me. It's Ben not Shapiro. No, not Ben Shapiro. Fuck no. Ben's not even anywhere near like related to this guy's name, so um but yeah, and then I come to find out, like, probably found this out 2 months after we started dating. I come to find out that all of these people are going back to Ben in his apartment and being like, "Yo, dude, there's this cute 18-year-old that's sleeping in your old spot, man. Do you want me to bring her by?" Like, I literally got headhunted by this guy. It's not cool. I laugh about it now. Cause like, at the end of the day, if it didn't go through it, I wouldn't have met my boyfriend now, and I love him so much. Um, Mr. Enter got a lot better after the Turning Red incident. Um, but yeah, so like literally, there's multiple people fucking every day telling me like, "Oh yeah, yeah, Ben used to run shit back in the day, this, that, and the other. You sleep in his spot, so that means you run shit too." And I'm just like, peu de change, s'il vous plaît. Like, I don't need that. I'm a punk groupie. I'm not a punk, okay? Don't put expectations on me. I don't want to run anything. I just want to get enough money to eat and then smoke some weed. Um, well, inevitably, I ran out of weed, and someone was like, "Oh, well, Ben could hook you up. I'm going to his place now. Why don't you come with me?" And I was like, "Well, no, because like I don't want to. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Come like hit me up tomorrow and see what's going on." And then the next day, same guy shows up and he goes, "Yeah, Ben sent me to get you." And I'm like, "Okay, where's the limo?" I was homeless in 18. I wanted weed. I figured I could like fucking flirt my way into a good price of weed. So I was like, "Well, fine, whatever." And I went to go meet Ben, and then I ended up not leaving. And then the girlfriend that he had moved out not long after. They were in an open relationship. She was a masseuse. Okay, I need my lighter. I will. It's probably in my pocket. Is it in my pocket? No, give me a second. I'll be right back. Take my lighter? Have I really not smoked anything since he left? That can't be true. Guys, I can't find my lighter. I have a bong packed and everything. How am I supposed to smoke it? Boo boo boo. The internet was too hard on him for the Turning Red thing. Who? What? Admitting how badly he fucked up with his COVID videos. He said some anti-vaxxer shit. Oh god. Can't name any bronies, but Mr. Enter's the only one I know who's never groomed kids and stopped being a brony a long time ago. I don't, this guy, wait. I want to see the list here, hang on. I hope that this doesn't sound invasive, but when did I leave the relationship? That's a great question. 2018? The end of 2018? Wait. When did I turn 25? 93 plus 25. Yeah, 2018. The end of 2018 is when I left, in December of 2018. I had ended up in a homeless shelter because I was going to throw myself off of the balcony of the apartment that we were staying at. That was not our apartment. We were sleeping on their couch in the living room. It sucked ass. And every day I was contemplating throwing myself off the balcony, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the hospital. And once they decided that they weren't gonna do anything for me after 24 hours, they sent me to Brampton Youth Shelter. This was in Ontario because I was still 24. I was 11 days off of my 25th birthday, and they're like, well, technically you're still a youth, so you need to go to the youth shelter with the 16 to 18-year-olds. And I'm like, oh, yay, joy. Still very much ready to fucking off myself, so I shouldn't have never been let out of the hospital. That's where the meth head jumped me. And then after the fight with the meth head, I got they were like, yeah, maybe you can go to the adult shelter, and they shipped me to the Cawthra Road fucking Salvation Army shelter in Mississauga, Ontario. And what was it? The people that, because he had essentially stayed with the people that we were both staying with originally, because we still had Batman. We had Batman together. And he offered, like, he was going to come to the homeless shelter with me, but I said, no, like, you need to keep Batman, and we can't shelter him and risk losing him. So, like, if you're fine staying there, you need to stay there for Batman. So that's why, like, everyone's like, oh, you were shelter dumped. No, I basically told him not to go with me for half a reason. Most of it was Batman, because I didn't want to lose my cat. We were supposed to get our own place and fucking put shit back together. It was a mess. And the people that he was staying with got into, the couple got into a fight, which sort of ended up in him getting kicked out. Maybe not, I don't know. And again, he's an alcoholic, so he's always fucking drunk. So he got fucking drunk in response to that while we were trying to figure things out. And it's so funny. I don't know why I go into detail with this, but it's just so funny. The smallest, tiniest thing that was the final straw that broke this camel's back. Because I had put up with a lot from this fucking man. He put up with a lot from me too, but I put up with a lot from this fucking man. And we were sitting at a Tim Hortons, and he was all fucking hammered, and in walked this group of people that he had gotten friendly with, like, the week before. And I knew, because he was drunk, and he had already known these people to be friendly with them, that he was going to completely derail us trying to figure out what we were going to do with ourselves and our cat to go make friends with these guys, because they would also have beer, and he could drink more. And I knew it was coming, so, like, when I saw his face light up when they walked in, I was like, I literally told him, I was like, can you please not go make friends tonight? Of all nights, just please don't go fucking make friends tonight. And what does he do? He goes fucking making friends. And basically has them all come sit over, completely just ignores me for, like, hours. Just fucking talking with these people so that he can get booze off them when they go outside to smoke. And then at one point, when I finally, like, decided to listen back into what was even being said, he's just, like, gestures in my direction, and he's like, oh yeah, she can tell you. And I was just, like, stood up, and I'm like, she told you not to make fucking friends tonight. I'm like, we're done, buddy. Don't ever fucking talk to me again. And I stormed out of the Tim Hortons, and I went back to the shelter. And half expected him to run out after me, was kind of surprised that he didn't, but also I'm kind of glad that he didn't in the long run. He didn't come after me. I left, I got on the bus, I went back to the homeless shelter I was staying at, and he had emailed me, because I had no phone number that was working. We had to contact each other through email. And, he was like, oh, you know, I love you, we can work this out, you're my forever, blah, 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 all this, like, gushy, mushy fucking shit. And I just emailed him back. I'm like, I'm already fucking other people. And he responds with, you're dead to me. I'm like, cool. I wasn't already fucking other people. That's just, I knew that would get that response. I knew he'd shut the fuck up and leave me alone if I said that. So I was like, yeah, I'm already fucking other people. And he's like, you're dead to me. I was like, cool. Absolutely fantastic. And then I took the ring that he gave me and I fucking threw it out on the highway with behind the shelter that I was staying at. While the couple people I was friends with there went like, oh, don't do that. You don't mean that. And I'm like, yeah, you don't sound like you mean that. And yeah, that was it. Well, yeah, that was it for the relationship. Yeah, then she took you getting jumped to prove them wrong. Ugh. No, it's not even that. It's like fucking, I shouldn't have been let out of the hospital, to be honest. Because I went to the hospital. They took me off the Prozac. They changed me to the Seroquel. They gave me 2 weeks worth of fucking pills. No refills. No way to get a prescription. I was fucking homeless. I had no doctor. Okay, I had no way to get fucking pills. I didn't even have a health card at the time, let alone money for a fucking new prescription. And the only place I had to go back to was the kind of environment that literally put me there to begin with, so I didn't want to go back to there. And like and the hospital was fucking trash. Like I went in there like self-harming, absolutely losing my shit. Not like super aggressive, but like bawling my fucking eyes out, completely fucking distressed. Self-harming in so many different ways to like fucking avoid getting caught doing it or to avoid punishment for doing it or whatever. Because when they first started catching me doing it, um they took all like my shoelaces and everything away from me while I was like still waiting in the ER waiting room essentially to talk to an emergency psych doctor. And they're like they'd threaten me with like, oh, we'll have to strap you down if you don't stop, and like we'll strap you down if you don't stop harming yourself. And like it got to the point where I started yelling at them. I'm like, so do it, because clearly I can't fucking stop. And then like all they did was have a fucking have the security guard sit next to me, and like cuz like I was at the point where I didn't have a tool, so I was using my nails to just like scratch at my arm and like shred skin off my arm. I took like 3 or 4 layers of skin off my arm. It was bad. And like the security guard just, sorry, I got a wedgie. I got jean shorts on. And the security guard would just sit next to me and just like put her hand on my shoulder and be like, you shouldn't do that. And I'm just like, don't fucking touch me, bitch. You're losing my shit. They never strapped me down, even though they threatened to multiple times. They never treated the wounds that were on my arms, and I left with them infected. I sat completely alone when I finally did get a bed. After talking to the psych nurse, the psych doc, the first psych doc that I talked to treated me like absolute shit. So I was like, is there somebody else that I can talk to that's not you? And she's like, do you want to wait another 24 hours? I'm like, as long as I do not have to speak to you, I will wait 3 fucking weeks. So they got me to speak to someone else after another like 24 hours of waiting in the ER room. And of course, I'm under a fucking 72-hour hold, so they won't let me leave. So I just sat in a chair for like a day and a half, basically. Um, there's a Timmy's. Yeah, no. Tim Hortons is in America. And then like the nurses were outside my fucking room when I finally got one for the next day, just going like, she's just homeless and wants a bed. And then the nurse gave me the wrong fucking meds, and I'm like, this is Prozac, and they took me off that. And then I pissed her off by looking at her and going, how many times have you almost killed somebody by giving them the wrong medication? And then they just put me in a cab and sent me to a youth shelter when they really fucking shouldn't have. They're like, oh, you don't qualify for inpatient because you're homeless. We can't put you in an inpatient facility because you don't have a home. Make it make sense. Oh, I hate Ontario for that so much. I need my lighter. Guys, what happened? Batman, where'd it go? Did Daddy take my lighter? I don't call him Daddy. He's the cat's daddy. I think he did. What a turd! I have to search again, guys. Give me 1 second. I found one. Ooh, I found one. Yeah, sorry. I was speaking to Batman about his daddy. No, I don't do that. He's not into that. I mean, I am, he ain't. TMI, Courtney, TMI. That sounded like a Freudian slip. Oh, no, Victoria. He is not into that. You can use the stove. No, actually, I can't, Bonneberry. One, my stove is glass top, and two, it's broken. I've been without a stove for like 3 days. I get a new one tomorrow, though. This is why you need to have your own lighter, Courtney. I do have my own lighter. My boyfriend I also have a boyfriend, and they're usually together. I figured that's what you meant. Hey, I had to confirm just so people didn't, I mean, in case someone clips it. Yeah, there really needs to be a Courtney out of context compilation. Does there? Wait, does there? Maybe there doesn't. I don't think there does. I don't think there does. I don't think there do. Words. Oh shit, only microwave. Microwave, air fryer, and rice cooker. That's what I got. Nope. The oven crapped out before the stove crapped out. The fucking, the digital display, like, it got shot, like, the inside internals of it, it fucking let go or something. So it'd been sitting all fucking weird, and it got to the point where it was completely sitting out of the fucking, seating for it, like, what I call the dashboard of the stove. And, the fuses blew. And the first fuse that blew was the oven, and the second fuse that blew just recently, the oven was, like, weeks ago. We've been without an oven for a while. And then the stove fuse blew, like, 3 or 4 days ago. I was fine. Oh, don't they? Thank you, Anonymous. I'm so happy with it. I'm also happy with how it shows up on camera. Sorry. Because these are for my best friend's wedding. And it's just, the pictures are going to be so perfect. I'm so proud of it, to be quite honest. I am going to re-bleach the front. Because, like, it'll get dingy. My roots are going to grow out. And the wedding's not till May, like the end of May. So I am gonna end up re-bleaching the front. I just don't want to do it too soon. Right? Rice cookers are handy. Cats be little gremlins like that. Yeah. Mine's fat. See if I can show you him. There he is. Hey, Batman. Hi. He's right here. See? Hey, the kitty. He's looking right at you guys. Ignore the mess. We're trying to sell a house inevitably. That's why I usually hide most of it, like this. Shh. So is your haircut a wolf cut? Yes, it is. Well, it's like, it's a rough wolf cut. Like, it's not, like, fine-tuned or anything. It is the tripod. Hello, cats. Yeah, I finally, like, I finally managed to do something with the eye makeup that works. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm gonna do for the wedding, because the green on my eyes is basically, it's the same, that is pretty much the same color green as the suit that I have for the wedding party. Because I went smart. They're like, hey, you're gonna be do you want to be in the wedding party? I'm like, absolutely, you're my best friend. Aren't I the maid of honor? No, of course I'm not. I'm bitter about it. And she's like, do you want to wear a bridesmaid's dress or do you want to wear a groomsman's suit? I'm like, I want to wear a groomsman's suit because bridesmaids' dresses are too fucking expensive. If you guys can hear the like leather on leather, it's my boots. My boots on my chair. They go up to like my thigh. Why am I wearing my boots in the house? Because I was cleaning earlier. That makes sense, right? No, I'm cleaning up a room that is an absolute mess and the floor is covered in shit. Not actual shit, just like dust and dirt. And I don't want it on my feet, so I just wear my shoes. I've got to pack up my bead stuff. I've got 2 bracelets I have to make on my way to the con I'm going to tomorrow for Danielle Panbaker and Troy Baker. Cool. Congrats. Are you what Jimi Hendrix had in mind when he wrote Foxy Lady? Please. Jimi Hendrix was dead before I was even a wet spot in my mother's panties, I'm pretty sure. But thank you. Right? I look like a real girl today. I'm not just a guy. I'm also a girl. I had to do my makeup 3 different times and then take it off 3 different times because it just was not working for me. This is the third attempt and this is the result. By the way, in case anybody was knowing or was wondering, I did not get that line out of like just sheer skill. I cheated. I used tape. I put tape on my face. That's why that line is sharp enough to kill a man. I'm not that good. Saina Reed, you have such a way with words. Why, thank you. It's the newfie in me. Oh yeah, someone said this sounded like the Minecraft drinking sound, and now I can't unhear it now. Don't do drugs. Oh, and little like tiny PSA here for anyone who doesn't know. In Canada, weed is a safe for work topic. Okay? Yes, tape. Tape is that hack. You want to be careful you don't tape down your eyelashes. And then you can like what I literally do is take it basically all the way up to my eyebrow. I didn't even use eyeliner. I used black eyeshadow because my eyeliner didn't want to work for me. Y'all know Texas is trying to ban furries from schools. How are you going to know? Like, do they mean Therians? I've seen different bills where it's like you can't pretend to be an animal. Okay? So kids can't have an imagination? Like, I swear to God, Trump seems like he's acting, or Trump seems to be acting like he believed in the litter boxes in the schools rumor, which I'm pretty sure even I fell for at one point. What hasn't Texas and Oklahoma trying to ban? Trump is trying to get rid of the whole Department of Education. Did you hear that? Canadadan made a diss track? What? I'll spit out my drink. Who? Yes, it is. Canadian can confirm. Honestly, what kid doesn't pretend to be a cat, right? Fuck. Okay, it's like you can't pretend to be an animal. All right, me and my best friend pretended to be Naruto characters for a whole fucking weekend sleepover because we had like this ongoing role-playing game that we would like go to bed in the middle of, wake up in the middle of, and construct our entire fucking weekend throughout this role play that only the 2 of us knew what was going on, and we were Naruto characters. Jesus. Pretended to be a cricket for like 8 weeks when I was 8. I pretended to be Togepi in primary school. In primary. I was like 6 when I started school. When I was like 5 or 6 years. No, I was 5. When I was 5 years old, I used to pretend to be a Togepi. You think if Trump was Canadian, people would make him prime minister? No. No! Oh my god, no. We're so vain with our prime ministers. Please, Trudeau got elected because he was pretty. Trump would not get elected just on the fact that he's ugly and his makeup lady can't figure out to paint his ears orange so that at least it looks similar, or the insides of his eyes. Like, that's my favorite part, when Trump comes out and he's got like the orange face, the white fucking raccoon eyes, and then his white fucking ears and his white fucking neck, and it's just Dorito dust on his face. Like, bruh. Like, does your makeup girl walk up to you and go, Mr. President, open your eyes and tell me if this smells like Dorito dust? Like, you have the funds of the President of the United States and you can't get a better fucking fake tan. Holy shit. That's what kills me the most. Like, that man walks out the door every morning thinking he looks good, and Melania Trump has to wake up to that fucking Cheeto dust every fucking morning. Oh, Americans are the kings and queens of voting against their best self-interest. Listen, Canada's not any better. We're not that much better, okay? We voted Harper in twice, okay? Harper was in Bush's back fucking pocket, and everybody knew it. The only reason Canada even went to Afghanistan was because Bush said, hey, you gonna come to Afghanistan with us, right? And Harper said no. Harper was Stephen Harper. He was the prime minister for 8 consecutive years before Trudeau was. And when Harper said, no, we ain't interested in fucking fighting your feud. We're not going in retaliation against something that happened against you. Bush was like, hey, Harper, we'll pull your funding. We funded most of your political campaign. Harper went, do you want 20 million troops or do you want 30 million troops? I'm exaggerating numbers here, but. So Trump does a lily only with orange instead of brown? Yeah. Well, Lily doesn't even use brown. Lily uses like yellow. She brown faces her avatar, but when she fucking does when she puts makeup on her face, when she puts foundation on, it's fucking yellow. Like as yellow as my neck is from my hair dye. She's like, bitch would look jaundiced if it was blended down her neck. See, if Courtney was the Prime Minister of Canada, it'd be World War II dead of night hops all the time. Oh, God. I'm not even going to pretend that I would not be an absolute dictator. Because I'm sorry, but the general populace is a bunch of fucking children that needs to be treated as such. I would be assassinated in an instant with the number of people I'd kill. I will not pretend that I'd be a kind and benevolent leader. I would be after the slaughter that needs to take place, all right? We need to clean house. Lily always said conservatives are cancer. The irony. Oh, Lily, you don't know what a conservative is. Okay, literally, just as a little fucking social experiment here. Anybody in chat, everybody in chat. I don't care. What's a conservative? Please explain to me in your best words, in your clearest terms. What's a conservative? I have a Canadian penny. Do I get citizenship? We don't use pennies anymore. Like, you guys are debating taking pennies out of circulation and not minting them. We stopped that a decade ago. We ain't been using pennies for a long ass time. But yeah, but just honest to God, just a little experiment here. What's a conservative? We'll just say North America in general. Because to be quite honest, there really isn't that much difference between Canada and the States. If anything, when it comes to warfare, we're more violent than you guys. All right, so we got a conservative is a person focused on conserving what they believe are traditional values. If gay marriage were a traditional value, conservatives would be the ones defending it. Someone who thinks women belong in the kitchen, someone who thinks blacks don't deserve rights, or a conservative just thinks they need to go back to the 1950s. Conservatives are people who believe in traditional family values, gun rights, limited gun government, strong borders, and unregulated free market. Okay, well, aside from the gun laws, I guess, I'd say it's pretty similar description as what most people would say a Canadian conservative is. At the very least in Canada, did you know about 30 years ago? Yeah, before, probably around the time I was born, maybe a little bit before that, a little while after that. Mostly before. Conservatives used to be about conserving the working man's rights. Like everything that like liberals are apparently supposed to stand for, that used to be conservatives. Was it pro-conservatives? Yeah, they're progressive. Yeah, progressive conservatives. That's what they used to be called. They used to be called, like in Canada at the very least, they used to be called progressive conservatives. Especially before Stephen Harper, they were progressive conservatives because their aim was to conserve like the working man's rights, like the middle class, to like conserve them and like their way of living and like their like ease of life basically. Like it's what, you know, liberals kind of, everyone says liberals fight for now. So the funny thing is that conservative doesn't mean anything. Just like liberal doesn't mean anything, because the amount of times in fucking history that the meanings have switched sides ad fucking nauseum is ridiculous. Okay, in Canada at the very least, we had progressive conservatives up until Stephen Harper started running for the Conservative Party. And he went, we're gonna get rid of the progressive out of the conservative, and no more progressive conservatives, we're just conservatives. We're going back to conservative roots. And that's when it had flipped again on its axis. And in reality, this is my uneducated fucking opinion of a 32-year-old who dropped out of high school, take it how you will. It's all just a method of infighting. It's all just a reason to keep people so focused on fighting over who's right and who's wrong that you don't realize you can you outnumber these cocksuckers and could take them out in a fucking instant. It keeps people so busy arguing on which is politically correct that you're not organizing into civil war and burning down the White House like us Canadians fucking did. Because you know that the White House used to actually be red until your little civil war, and then we came into your country and burnt it the fuck down to make a statement? Canada may call themselves peacekeepers, but we're not. We're the epitome of like, ladies don't start fights, but we'll finish them. Like in World War II, when the rest of the world was like, hey, trench raids aren't cool, Canada went, I don't know, ignore that. Let's go, boys. Literally, like, even America was like, yo, this is too far. And Canada went, cool, more for us. There are so many fucking Geneva Convention rules that weren't rules until Canada did them. Yeah. Canadians are basically the reason the Geneva Convention exists. Pretty much. Most of the shit is in there because of us, alright? So, peacekeepers, my fucking ass. Oh, it was the War of 1812. Thank you for fact-checking, or for correcting me there, Anonymous. Was it 1812? I really thought it was the Civil War. You guys weren't even your own fucking... Oh, I meant the separation, not the Civil War. The Civil War was when the fucking states fought itself. Sorry, I meant when it was considered Civil War because we were all still British. You are right, I was completely wrong, but my brain did a stupid thing with words there. I should have been born in Canada because that sounds like me. Like, at the same time, we've also been fighting a war for the past how many years? I want to say 100 years this war's been going on with I think it's Denmark. I gotta fact check myself. There's this one little fucking island that Canada and this other country have been fighting a war over. And the way we fight this war, or have been fighting this war, is their people will go to this island and leave like a bottle of like I think it might be Russians, because it's like they leave a bottle of alcohol that's like very known to the region. That's, I can't remember who it is. I gotta look it up. But they leave a bottle of booze and their flag to be like, this is our island. And then later on, Canada's people will come along, take their flag out, put our flag in, take the bottle of booze, and leave a bottle of maple syrup as like, no, it's our island. And we've been fighting this war for the longest time by just trading booze and maple syrup and like capture the flag. I was an adult before I learned that Washington's teeth weren't made of wood. A literal slave owner is nicknamed Father of Our Country. Yeah. Saw some people hang a Satan's testicular pimple. Trump sign titled The Revenge Tour. Oh god. Oh, you know what's so funny is that Trump can barely go anywhere on his little tour because he's a convicted felon. He's facing travel bans in like 39 fucking countries. He's like, but I'm the president of the United States. And they're like, that's cool. We don't want a felon in our country, bruh. I love that so much. I love it. 39 countries, Canada included, is like, we don't want your fucking felons. Take your felons and keep them. Like, no killing or anything? No. Like, there's not even a meetup of people. Like, we go when they're not there, they go when we're not there, and it's just, we switch out each other's flags and leave a fucking bottle of like, iconic liquid. Ours is maple syrup, theirs is some sort of booze. People simply shouldn't idolize politicians. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, idolizing people is fine and everything, but like, they say never meet your idols for a reason. And that's because as much as you may like the projection somebody puts out, the image somebody puts out, like even when you guys watching me, it's like as you got words. As much as you guys may like all of what you see on the screen and like my attitude, my energy, the words that I say, the words that I struggle to say, the words I can't say, whatever, you know, in all reality, for all any of you know, I could kick puppies in my spare time. Like you don't know who I actually am as a person because like all you really see is what I show on camera, right? I know it's such a fucking cliche thing to say. But like it's the same with like the president or a politician. All you see is what they show you on camera. You don't know if they go home and beat their wife. You don't know if they go home and molest their children. You don't know if they kick puppies in their spare time. You don't know if they poison their neighbor's dog because it barks too much. Like, you don't actually know anything about these people. And you're gonna ride or die, literally die in some cases, because of the dude who got shot for the fake fucking assassination attempt that Trump set up to try and murder himself. So that Elon Musk and Trump's little fucking boy toy there could sit there and go, huh, no one tries to assassinate Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, am I right? Like, Elon, take your fucking white supremacists back to the country you came from. Like, what are you doing here? You're not American here. Yeah, what are you doing in North America? Go back to South Africa, you draft dodging pussy. Me, people are burning my cars. Good, I hope they burn you in one of them. Oh, I hate Elon Musk. Whoop. All you see is a snapshot. Like, that's right. Like, this could all, like, even as much as I say, like, this isn't an act, this is my personality. I mean, this is me letting myself be more animated. Like, I would be this animated all the time, but it's not socially acceptable, so I kind of have to tone myself down for real life. Masking, I think they call it. I don't do it a lot. But I don't have to do that on camera, because you guys seem to find it entertaining, and so do I. Recent events with Neil Gaiman are the example of I can think of when it comes to idols at the top of my head. Like, oh god, yeah. Same as like I used to be like not in love, but I used to pretty much like in a platonic kind of sense, a parasocial sense, love Marilyn Manson and his music and everything. And then I found out that he was a drunken woman beater, and then his response to it was, I don't remember it like that, but I respect her beliefs. I respect her story or something like that. And it was very much like, I'm sorry you feel that way energy. And it was like, ooh. At least Chris Brown never fucking did anything again. But like, yeah, you're gonna sit there and respond to somebody going, you put your fucking hands on me more than once with like, I don't remember doing that. No, that's not the move, bruh. What do y'all think? Would rich fucks taste better with Korea barbecue sauce or Kansas City style? It depends. It depends. Cause like most of them eat like shit. Same with Tim Burton. Oh no. See, okay. I'm biased. This sounds so weird already. I'm biased because like I love horror movies, and like I love horror movies that fit into the torture porn genre where it's basically just gore for the sake of gore and like how far can we push these special effects. I know they're pointless. They're literally just for shock value, but like I don't care. I enjoy the shock value. I like seeing how far they can push it and go sometimes. So I really love like the Wrong Turn series. Like that's one of my favorite ones. And I think it's Wrong Turn 3. There is a scene that I can never get out of my head. It's where the hillbilly fucking brothers or whatever have like like some of the kids kidnapped, and like one of them has like a piece of one of their fucking friends on a stick, and he's like dipping it into fondue oil. And I keep calling it people fondue every time I watch the movie, and I'm like, hey, people fondue. But like the way they shoot this scene, it makes me hungry for fucking fondue. So honest to God, I would probably have like rich people fondue. Oh no, the chat screen ain't even being updated. Thank you for telling me. Oh shit, I had my wrong chat screen open. There we go. I'm actually trans mass gender fluid, but still look pretty feminine. I like to troll people. There's this one dude I got into it, like I get into I fucking put myself into an argument with on Twitter for shits, well not for shits and giggles because he's fucking saying weird shit to minors, and I was calling him out on Twitter, but then I just got into trolling him. And he was like, I'm gonna draw you naked as like a threat or something. So I was like, okay, cool, just so you know, my dick is 6 inches, bruh. And then he said, are you really non-binary? Because we were got like he was in our he's one of these people that's like, oh, non-binary, like he's transphobe. That's what it is. Transphobe, non-binary people don't exist. It's not a real thing, blah blah blah. And it's just like he's like, are you really non-binary if you have a penis? Think about it. I'm like, dude, do you think non-binary people are like Barbie dolls that are like Barbie and Ken? Are you 12? What? What? Huh? Also, bruh, I don't actually have a dick. I was trolling you because you're also a homophobe, and it was funny to imply that you were gonna have to draw a naked dude. I'm gender apathetic. And he's like, oh, that means you have gender dysphoria. It's like, it literally fucking doesn't. It is so the opposite of it couldn't be further from gender dysphoria. Uh, I'm gonna draw you pregnant. Again, my dick is 6 inches, bro. Oh, it's so funny. It's clearly no dick, only the void. But it's just like, dude is like kept talking about this the proverbial penis, and I'm just like, bro, I don't even have one. My picture is of a girl. My name is of a girl. You're gonna be a homophobe and a transphobe, but you're still gonna respect the fact that I told you I have a penis. The fact that in trying to be insulting, you were actually progressive is really funny, and I trolled you into that. Anonymous fur director whose aesthetic is black and white. He really prefers the white. Shots fired! Oh my god, shots fired! Hailstorm! Oh god. I'm excited for the unicorn horror movie coming next week. There's a unicorn horror movie? What? That's amazing. The only saint in Hollywood is Tom Hanks. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves. Fuck you. Keanu Reeves. Andy's Canadian. We got Keanu Reeves. He came from us. That's right. I mean, Courtney's technically a gender neutral name. I mean, it is. But, like, no, I've met a shocking number of black dudes named Courtney. But it's usually white girls or black dudes. That's the only way I've really ever seen it. I've only ever run into white girls with the same name as me or black guys with the same name as me. It's kind of really funny. First time I ever met a black dude named Courtney, I was like, wait, that's a gender neutral name? Since when? I'm sorry, it sounds feminine to me. Hailstorm, you stole that joke from Nostalgia Critic. So? I steal jokes from people all the time. It's called Death of a Unicorn. That's amazing. Is that the outcome of Legend? I love that movie so much. Ugh, Tim Curry as Darkness. Just, mwah, chef's kiss. Stars Jenna Ortega. I don't know why. I have no objective reason for this, but I don't like her. She kind of annoys the shit out of me. And I no reason whatsoever. I've got no basis for this, but it's just, I don't know. I think she activates my inner hipster and it's like, you've got too much hype. Go away. Tim Curry in general is chef's kiss. Yeah, this is true. Good Nostalgia Critic doesn't deserve good jokes. Courtney B. Vance. John Wick is Canadian. That's right. We don't fuck around about our dogs. Please, I'm begging for everyone. The last unicorn. This last unicorn? I think you meant unicorn. It's been described as a Jurassic Park ad. What? What? What has? Oh, Jurassic Park on acid. I can read. It's only 12:14 a.m. I didn't like Jenna Ortega when she was on the Disney Channel. She was on the Disney Channel? Listen, the first time I ever heard of Jenna Ortega was Wednesday Addams, okay? I stopped watching the Disney Channel long before I took off from my parents' house. I don't know. Please watch Slash Unicorn. I'll try. I'll try. Maybe we'll watch it in the server or something. I don't know. I have stuff to do first. The one where the actor does a really good Tim Curry impression. Is there a Tim Curry in The Brave and the Bold Joker? If you want to see a good Tim Curry impression, I can show you a good Tim Curry impression. Brennan! Do. Oh, compilation of every Tim Curry impression. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna watch this because this is my absolute favorite thing in the world. Shut up, I have ad blocker. Why is my ad blocker not working? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Brennan, I love that you got this job with a Tim Curry impression.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It needs to be on screen first for the people to witness. That's not the right screen. So this is College Humor. This is Brennan Lee Mulligan from College Humor and a compilation of all of his Tim Curry impressions.
And I'm
And
gonna
you
milk it
just
for
did a Tim
everything it's worth.
Curry impression.
Here's a list of more things that make my big stupid Johnson hard. Bookstores, pineapples, those thick straws that only fast food restaurants give you. When actors and plays turn out to talk straight to the audience. Cans that don't have the pull tab, so you have to say to yourself, Jesus, do I even own a can
College Humor is
opener?
not dead.
Just the top part of butts before you get to the crack. Obvious lies.
So what Dropout used to be. Yeah.
When the person in front of you at the coffee shop gets
This
to the
is
counter
like-
and they're
yeah.
like, what should I get? Like they've never been in a coffee shop before. Earbud headphones. And of course, titties!
Kiss up and it hits Atmo and then sprinkles down on
is a
whoever needs
compilation.
that love
What you
note.
don't know is
Part
that
of the
Tim
water
Curry is directly above us. He's on the
all the
roof.
time. He's just waiting. He would love a ladder.
I love to hang out on the roof.
My favorite vantage
My
point.
favorite vantage point.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you.
Very good.
Brandon.
Thank you.
As far as work required, I want to go a little easy on you for once. How you feel about that?
Okay, all right.
Hot topics. New
is my favorite.
spokesperson is Tim Curry.
Chain wallets. Shirts with Jack Skellington, that bony boy. How would you like to see an influx of customers solely due to the sudden rapid success of Has-Been Hotel? We're back, baby!
Oh my God.
All the freaky little goths who smell like Frito bags come trudging through our doors once
Then
more.
bronchitis and went to Mark
Adventure
Hamill. I just read that.
time, spending time, you saucy minx. For a limited time only, come and get your Josh Rubin no problem crew neck sweatshirt. Here.
Brennan! Holy shit. Taking it full circle. Brennan's Tim Curry impression was in the reel. He submitted to College Humor.
Yes.
And is why I
Right, so
first
much
got
as well.
excited about it.
I am only here because of an impression called Tim Curry eating pizza.
It's true.
Specifically, the button of it was him going, "There's nothing I love more than a hot, crisp crust." When I was like working on
love
him
him so
actually,
much.
you
Yeah.
know, like I submitted to be a cast member at College Humor, had my Tim Curry eating pizza.
Incredible. To this date, my favorite thing I've ever done. No, just kidding.
No. Honestly, I get it.
Okay. I'm going to have to look at Tim Curry as the Joker because I'm curious, but I have to be honest. Mark Hamill is the most iconic animated Joker of all fucking time. That man has that voice and that laugh in the bag. But I am curious to see Tim Curry. So yeah, let me look that up actually. Tim Curry Joker. So I get crack my neck here. These headphones are actually kind of heavy. Go away. I have ad block. Why you do this? Yeah, fucking stop.
Ugh. Hey, Batman! You stink so bad, I can smell you from here! Pew! Pew, pew, pew!
The Joker's nuts.
I don't know that we really knew what we wanted the Joker to be, other than we didn't want it to be a Jack
Sure.
Nicholson impersonation.
Justice is served hot, Batman! You're gonna melt just like a grilled cheese sandwich!
When he came in, it was like, yeah, sure, let's see what that could be like.
He's
So
too
Tim came with
campy,
a
though.
natural, theatrical
Oh,
sort
I'm
of
getting a call.
presence to his delivery, which was something we definitely wanted. We didn't want the Joker to be a bumbling, goofy idiot. He had to have some class to him. And then the dark side was completely second nature to Tim, and almost to the point of, like, I don't want to be alone with this guy because he's really creepy.
He was Joker, like terrifying and lock up the children and don't let them watch.
Oh, that's a joke, right? Batman finally told a joke.
Tim was just like a little bit like a horror movie.
Just for that, Batman.
We kind of knew we were in the zone, but I don't think we fully, knew the balance of what that character should be.
Service with a smile.
But Tim Curry was wonderful. Tim Curry was crazy, scary. And Mark was crazy, funny, and scary.
Mark did make it his own. It's like, but that first show, and first couple, he's kind of like doing his take on what Tim had done.
Mark found the humor and the absurdity in the character. And that brought a whole different color to it.
I'm certainly a better dresser.
I thought, Luke Skywalker? I don't get this. And then I watched what Mark did, and I realized there's a madman inside Mark Hamill.
Him holding back his madness, so he would deliver it very intellectually, but it was on the verge of wanting to destroy who was ever in his path. But that was from the audition.
But as he grew older, he grew into who he really is. And he's a character actor. He is insane to be in a booth with. He is so talented.
He nailed it from the audition. And we were just like, that's the Joker.
They replace actors for all kinds of reasons.
Batman! You wouldn't let me fry, would you?
You never know why someone's being replaced. I worked with wonderful actors, and I've never understood why they were replaced. Tim was one of those situations. I thought he was fantastic. I love him as an actor.
It definitely had the menace that we wanted. I can't say that we were completely satisfied with it, but that had less to do with whether we thought Tim was delivering or we didn't really fully understand what we wanted yet.
Sorry. The boyfriend called again. That was so perfectly timed. I like just hung up my phone too. Chat's not caught up on screen because it did the thing again. There we go. Mind you, most of the screen was covered anyway. It's okay. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out. What have I missed? I can hear Pennywise in that voice. Maybe that's what I was hearing, actually, yeah. I didn't hate it, but like, I don't know. I'm so biased towards Mark Hamill as Joker, to be honest. Like, that man's voice is just perfect. I don't know what it is, but he does it so well. How dare you remind me that movie exists? What movie? Reviewed Food Fight. He thought it was really Tim Curry. Oh, God. Tim Curry and Family Guy is amazing. I love Tim Curry. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to put on one more video just for fun that is absolutely going to make this get claimed. But everyone will love it anyway. It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh, God, you can already see what I'm picking. Fuck. Oh, no, you can see my tabs. I don't fucking care. We're gonna watch some Rocky Horror because I want to. No, go ads. Yeah, piss off.
Say something.
Say, do one of you guys know how to Madison?
Oh, Brad.
Brad, please, let's get out of here.
For God's sake, keep a grip on yourself, Janet.
But it seems so unhealthy here.
It's just a party, Janet.
Well, I want to go.
Well, we can't go anywhere till I get to a phone.
Well, then ask the butler or someone.
Just a moment, Janet. We don't want to interfere with their celebrations.
This isn't the Junior Chamber of Commerce, Brad.
They're probably foreigners with ways different than our own. They may do some more folk dancing.
And mother quoted this movie to me for years.
Look, I'm
before
cold,
I
I'm
was
wet, and
allowed
I'm
to
just
see it.
plain scared.
I'm here. There's nothing to worry about.
How do you do? I see you've met my faithful hand in hand. He's just a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man. Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Let me show you a rhyme, maybe play you a sign. You look like you're both.
I'm gonna pause this for a second because I want to tell you guys a fun fact. Did anybody know that Rocky Horror Picture Show is what started Easter eggs? Not like Easter eggs for Easter, but you know when there's like Easter eggs hidden in a movie or hidden in a game or something like that? That started with Rocky Horror Picture Show because when they were filming the movie, they were filming it over Easter, and during Easter, they had hidden eggs around the set and had like an egg hunt for the cast and the crew, but they didn't find all of them. So at different points in the movie, you can actually see some of the eggs that were hidden and not found. And that's why like little hidden nods to things in movies now are called Easter eggs, is because of Rocky Horror Picture Show. And if that's not fucking iconic, like Lily, every time you've talked about an Easter egg, you have referenced Rocky Horror Picture Show that you hate so much. Suck it. Yeah, it's true. They are where Easter eggs came from. He's so beautiful.
Pretty groovy. Or if you want something visual that's not too abysmal, we could take in an old Steve Reeves movie.
I'm glad we caught you at home. Could we use your phone? We're both in a bit of a hurry.
Right.
We'll just say where we are, then go back to the car.
Pleasure to meet you, Dr. Furton.
We don't want to be any worry.
Well, you got caught with a flat world. How about that? Well, babies, don't you panic. By the light of the night, it'll all seem alright. I'll get you a satanic mechanic. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Why don't you stay for the night? Or maybe
So gorgeous.
I could show you my favorite obsession. I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan, and he's good for relieving my tension. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Hey, I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. But maybe the rain is really to blame. So I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom.
I love him so much. I love him so much. He's like, yeah, that's cool. You can come in out the rain. I ain't giving you no dry clothes. My mom references this movie a lot. My mother used to as well, Wendy Bro, and I'd be like, what are you even referencing? And she's like, you can watch it when you're older, Courtney. I'm like, well, fuck you, bitch. Go this way more. I love that movie. It's the best movie. It is the best. Musicals are just great, all right? My inner, like, ignored theater child loves it. Oh, damn it. I did the chat thing again. All right. So, it's been fun, but it's been 2 hours. And my boyfriend's on his way home. And I'm going to go cook chicken because I'm hungry. I didn't think I'd be attracted to Tim Curry, but I'm here now. Listen. Everybody's attracted to Tim Curry, okay? Especially Rocky Horror Picture Tim Curry. If it's not Rocky Horror Picture Tim Curry, it's Legend Tim Curry. Well, okay, wait. I'll one more thing. One more Tim Curry thing. And then I'll go. I'll be nice. I'll be nice to you. I'll give you presents. Oh wait, you can't see it. That's gonna ruin the surprise. Hang on. Oh, my favorite Tim Curry. Ah. Is it showing? Okay, it is showing. Oh, Hugs, uppies. Walk into them, uppies. Do it. Oh no, she passed out for fear. His moves are sparkly. I love him so much. His name is Darkness, Aaron. His name is Darkness. Because he's not the devil. He's one of the devil's children. The devil is his father. Not how I'd react. I mean, that'd probably be a little bit of a jump scare, but...
Do not be afraid.
This has Tiny Tom Cruise in it. Get you close. No, what do you mean? You loved it. It's beautiful. I love her. Hee 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 hee.
Most are too afraid to see it.
Oh no, seriously? Did I really get claimed that fucking quickly? Hang on, he'll probably come back, guys. Son of a bitch. How do I? Oh, fuck. I gotta like add stuff to my allow list? I don't know. What? Apparently I can do stuff something that'll fucking prevent this from happening. Are we back? Are we back? Someone reported her for this. Who did it? No, honestly, it could have just been a bot because, like, I think it's Universal owns that movie. So, and like, Universal's pretty quick on shit. But I doubt someone reported me. It was probably just a bot caught the copyrighted material. Probably because they did 2 in a row. We're back though, right? Looks like we're back. Yeah, it popped me back into Top Chat. We must be back. But yeah, no, it's probably a bot. We'll be quite honest. No, guys, again, it's very unlikely that I got reported. It's probably just a bot caught it. And it's probably got to do with the fact that, like, copyrighted material is found in my streams a lot because of the music and everything. So, like, I get claimed, which is fine. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't get to ad revenue or I don't get to, like, monetize the stream or whatever. Half the time I don't even click the button and monetize my stream anyway. So, it's really not a big deal to get copyright claimed. It's not the same as a strike. But yeah, it's very unlikely that I got reported. It's more than likely that a bot just caught it. Whoever reported her, it's fine. Calm down, guys. It's okay. It was the AI this time. And it did it right at, like, now see, the clip played for me. That's why I just let the clip continue playing. And I was like, well, I'll figure it out in a minute because he's saying my favorite line. But that is the boyfriend coming in. And we finished our last clip. So I'm calling it there. No, but I literally just told him I was going to show the one more clip and then I was ending it. No, it's letting you interrupt my schedule. No. Anyway, I'm hungry and I want to go cook chicken. I had fun hanging out with you guys. I'll probably post about like the video I plan on making about what we talked about earlier and keep you guys updated on that. But go eat something, drink water, exercise, touch grass, all that good things. And I don't like the stream, I guess. I don't know, I feel weird doing the normal YouTuber stuff. So there you go. Tell your mom you love her, unless you don't. And in which case, you know, don't tell her. I don't know. Fight foes and get hoes. That's it. I'm out, bitches. No. Have a good night, guys. Bye.